Welcome back, YouTube. This is Sports Time with Carlos. Let's see if we get to 20 likes. If you're new, subscribe. Comment down below what is your top 5 best basketball players of all time. Let's get into the video. Who had hard competition to go to the NBA Finals? Who were doubted by millions of people to go to the playoffs, let alone the finals? Who had less of a time to prepare for the NBA Finals? The answer is the Miami Heat. The reason why, the Miami Heat, they had to play the first seed Bucks. They beat them in 5 games. They played the 5th seed Knicks. They beat them in 5 games. And they also beat the 2nd seed Celtics in 7 games. Opposed to the teams the Nuggets played. The Nuggets, they beat the 8th seed Timberwolves. They beat the 4th seed Suns, and they beat the 7th seed Lakers. The competition of the Heat seems way more harder than the competition of the Nuggets, because the reason why, the Heat, they have to play the 1st seed and the 2nd seed, and the worst seed they played was the 5th seed. The Nuggets, they only played 8th seed team and a 7th seed team. The best team they played were the 4th seed Suns. And another thing about the Heat, they have a special chemistry that they all play great together. They all play great basketball. They can really turn it on to win games. And also on the stats, the Heat, they won the offensive rebound game 11-6. If the Heat, if they can continue the offensive rebound, if they can continue to beat the Nuggets on offensive rebounds, I believe they can go far in this finals. They can beat the Nuggets. Even though they lost to Nuggets in the defensive rebounding battle, 39-32, I believe the Heat, they can actually turn it up. I think that they have a possibility of beating the Nuggets by a little bit in the defensive rebounding battle. All they have to do is put more effort, more work into it. And also, their 3-point percentage, the Heat, they had a better 3-point percentage than the Denver Nuggets, 33-29. The Heat made 13 threes opposed to the Nuggets' 8 threes. It shows us the Heat, they're a better 3-point shooting team than the Nuggets. All they have to do is keep it up. Keep up shooting the 3-point shot. They're bound to do something great. And honestly, stills, the Heat won in the still battle 5-4. And all the Heat have to do to do great, they need to keep winning the still battle. And they won the turnover battle. They committed less turnovers than the Denver Nuggets. The Heat had 8 turnovers opposed to the Nuggets 10. The Heat, they need every game, in order for the Heat to win, they need to commit less turnovers than the Nuggets every game. And even though the Heat had a way worse field goal percentage than the Nuggets, 40.6 to 50.6, the Nuggets only made one more shot than the Heat, 40 shots to 39 shots. Even though the Heat made 39 shots out of 96 shots shot, they made 39, and the Nuggets made 40 shots out of 79 shots attempted. The Heat, they need to be more effective, and they need to make more effective shots. They need to have more effective ball handling, more effective passing. They need to do what they can to get in the paint and score more. And also about Jimmy Butler and Caleb Martin. Jimmy Butler had 13 points, and Caleb Martin had 3. Jimmy Butler never has 13 points. This is so unexcusable. We would expect Jimmy Butler to have 25 to 30 points in a game, because he averages 29 points this playoffs. So he should be getting 25 to 30 points this next game. He should. If he doesn't, If he gets 13 to 15, that's going to be unexcusable. That's not gonna look good. And Caleb Martin only shot 3 points. That's not the Caleb Martin we know. Caleb Martin, he averages 14 points this playoff series. He gets we would expect him to get 10 points at worst, 20 points at best. Caleb Martin does not make just 3 points. That's a big reason why he got beat and lost. And they need to Jimmy Butler and Caleb Martin, they need to get themselves back on track. They need to score more. If Jimmy Butler hits 30 points, Caleb Martin hits 15 to 20, and Gabe Vincent still gets 19 points, 20 points, 18 points, the Heat, they will win in more games in this final series, in the series against the Nuggets. And another thing what the Heat need to do, they must put more big men on the floor, because if they put more big men on the floor, they need that, because the Nuggets overpowered them, because the Nuggets were way bigger than them. That's why the Nuggets won the defensive rebounding battle 39 to 32, because their guys were too big for the Miami Heat. If the I believe the Heat, they must put Kevin Love in the game, because Kevin Love, he has playoff experience with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he can get hot at the three, and he's a big man, so he can guard somebody on the Nuggets better than a lot of players on the Heat can. And they need to put more big men in the game, because that's what's destroying the Heat. Lack of size. Lack of size is destroying the Heat. And the Heat, they need to score more in the paint, and they need to draw more fouls on the Nuggets. Because what I saw, the Heat lost the paint battle 38 to 46 against the Nuggets. If the Heat can turn that around, either tie the paint game against the Nuggets or win the paint game, win or score more points in the paint than Denver, that can work in the Heat's favor. And if they draw more fouls on the Nuggets, and the Nuggets commit more fouls and he gets more foul shots, the Heat they'll have a great chance of winning the finals if that happens. And they have to outwit Denver's defense, and they need to create more open shots, because if they can outwit Denver's defense to create more open shots, there's no way Denver will have more blocks than them. The Heat will continue to do great at blocking the ball, and the Nuggets, they couldn't block a team that can outwit them. If you can outwit a team, there's no way that they can beat you. And they have to lock down everybody except for Jokic. If they can lock down everybody not named Jokic, they can win this game. They could win future games if they could lock down everybody not named Jokic. Because Jokic, he will have a hard time trying to carry the Nuggets, because he cannot carry Denver. He cannot carry the Nuggets. The only people who I saw carry the team was LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. Nikola Jokic cannot carry a team. So all that he have to do is stop everybody on the Denver Nuggets not named Jokic, and stop everybody, especially Jamal Murray. If they can do that, they can win the finals. All of these are the reasons why I believe that the Heat can win the NBA Finals. This is Sports Carlos, get champ.